Master, daydream. Master, daydream. Right. We have to check. We have to check the Kenyan void is there. It is there. It is really there. All right, guys. Happy Sunday. Another day, another gift. The sun is up. If you go back on my intro video, I talked about how positive pockets may not be for everyone, and that's fine. So if you don't want to sit here and watch me talk, keep it moving. It's okay. So today's episode, positive pockets, I want to talk about the quarter life crisis. And the reason I want to talk about this is because it's been quite it's been a recent discussion among me and my friends, and I think it always depends on where and what stage and what age you are in your life and the kind of conversations you have. I've been having conversations with myself, doing a lot of reflecting, doing lots of progress checks, and just trying to figure out, you know, what I'm doing, where I'm going, where I'm at, is it where I want to be, etc. And then I sat with my friends recently, and we were just talking about this whole thing where when you're kind of 26, whatever, this age bracket, you know, you kind of have this quarter life crisis thing where you kind of start going to panic mode and thinking, am I doing enough, what's going on, and all of that stuff. But then, you know, we talked about some really good points in terms of not allowing this little quarter life crisis per se to overwhelm you, and that's when comparison comes in. This is where you start looking at other people, and I think I just want to really use this video to just encourage you guys and to just let you know that we're all on this journey together. And if you're feeling that way, or you know someone that's going through that, it's I think it's a normal discussion we should have, and yeah. So I think what I thought I would do is I'll break it down, and just kind of make this nice, short and sweet, and just get to the point. So I made the first point to be acceptance. I think the reason why I said acceptance is accepting that it's okay that things haven't gone how you thought they would go, accepting that it's okay that life happens, because trust me, life will happen, and it does happen, and it happens to everyone, and accepting that it's okay that that you're just where you're at, and just being totally and completely content with that. And when I say being content with that, is not being okay. I'm not saying that if you're not happy about something, to be content with it. No, of course, if you're not happy about something, you need to do something about it. But being okay with how things are planning out or are panning out in your life, right? So for example, you may have thought by 26, 27, you would have had your dream job, or your own business, or a family, or whatever, bought your own home. That's a big one for a lot of us, you know, bought your own home, and you're just looking around and thinking, whoa, like, why am I seeing other people are already getting these things? Why am I seeing people a bit younger than me already getting these things? And that's where comparison comes in, and that's like such a big enemy of joy, and it steals a lot of your joy, as you all know. So I think the first step is just accepting that it's okay, it's not the end of the world. And I really believe God really has aligned everything accordingly, perfectly into where you're supposed to be. Do you know what I mean? As in, where you are now, it's where you are supposed to be. The things you have now is the things that you're supposed to have. The things that you do not have are the things that you do not have right now, and that's okay. And that's the beauty of timing, which I spoke about on my first positive pockets. So yeah, acceptance is one of them. Can do frequent check-ins with yourself. What I mean by that is, this is where now the practical element of it comes to. Once you think, right, okay, I'm not where I want to be, but I know where it is that I have a goal. what are you doing to work towards that goal? Are you checking in with yourself and thinking, right, how am I gonna do this? How am I gonna attain the things that I wanna have? Am I just sitting down and just doing nothing? Am I being active towards reaching those things? Because at the end of the day, if you want things in life, you do have to go and get it. I'm not gonna lie, I had a bit of a mentality where I thought that things were just gonna land on my feet because I'm a child of God. I thought it's okay, they will just land because I'm a child of God. I really did, you know. I don't know who I thought I was. I was like, hold on a minute. If I want this, if I want this certain lifestyle, if I want these certain things, I need to be active and go out for it. So that's the that's the element of are you checking in frequently with yourself, as in just do little goal checks, you know, do little goal checks once a week. For example, what works for me, my book, I do weekly goals, and those weekly goals are the small goals that are, you know, working slowly towards the bigger goal. Does that make sense? Fitness, for example, we all struggle with fitness, going to the gym. It's not as easy as all these Instagram makes it. It's not as easy as all these little fitness pages make it. No, the struggle is real. So what I would do, for example, I write on my journal, I at least go to the gyms twice a week, you know, at least go for a swim, you know, once a week, you know, just little stuff like that, because that's what works towards the bigger goal. What else? It's never too late. Oh, somebody say amen. It's never too late. I think we live in this whole society that you know, the younger you are and you're doing these things, or I don't know, it's like, yeah, it's too late, I haven't done it, it's too late, or whatever. I love when I see quotes that say, you know, you can be 50 and life can start again, you can be 30 and you can have a career change. It's just never too late for anything, especially those, I've seen a lot of people who have gone through uni and have done a particular degree and are sticking to the job that's related to the degree because they feel like they don't want to they've wasted money, they don't want to feel like they're wasting time. I think it's totally okay to want to change things. I think it's totally okay to totally do something that's unrelated to your degree. It's okay. Things do not always work how you think they're going to work out. And you may be missing out big time just because you're trying to just because you're trying to do what is the right, do you know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. You'll keep it moving, but it's never too late if you want to change something, if you want to do something. It's not too late. You're not too young, you're not too old. It's never too late. Please just do what needs to be done. Keep going. This is the final bit. Keep going, meaning keep going. Take each day as it comes. I think a lot of the times we overwhelm ourselves. We let ourselves get anxious by thinking so much ahead of, oh my God, I've got to do this, I've got to do. No, just take each day as it comes and keep this whole thing of social media and comparing ourselves and seeing people doing well per se, or people that are younger. No, let's just focus on yourself, focus on your journey, focus on your story, focus on where you want to be, because at the end of the day, it's your journey. It's not going to look the same as your friend, it's not going to look the same as your sister, it's not going to look the same as your cousin. It's your journey, and you really need to just focus your mind on that and just literally just do this, you know. It's almost like just stay in your lane, literally just focus ahead on what's on your heart and what's on your journey. Use other people as inspiration, use other people to mentor, use other people to help you in that sense, but just don't compare, and just, you know, just inspire yourself, be your biggest inspiration, and just keep going, keep moving forward. That's all really takes. I think we listen too much to these little lies, that these niggling lies that are in our minds, and when we believe them, and we start to allow them to take control of our emotions, and we shouldn't do that. You know, what you have inside you is greater. What you have inside you, nobody else has. It cannot compare. You know, there's another thing I forgot to touch upon is our 20s. This is what our 20s is all about. Like, it's all about things not making sense. It's all about, you know, dipping our toes in different things and just figuring it all out. This is the beauty of our 20s, and this is why I believe this is such a precious time in our lives, because you're not going to be 20 in your 20s again. Do you know what I mean? You're not getting any younger. So this is a time for you to figure it out, to make the mistakes, to afford to afford to make as many changes as you need to make in order to be where you want to be. And then another thing which I think should be really the final bit, this is I think that the final point I really want to make is just enjoy it. Life is too short, life is too precious to just go on every day feeling down, feeling confused, trying to make sense of everything, being anxious, comparing yourself, letting so many things just, you know, steal your joy, and just having this like bad energy. Just let go and just enjoy it, because life is so short, you know what I mean? It's okay if it doesn't make sense. Just enjoy the process. It's hard, don't get me wrong, it is hard, especially when you're someone who likes to see things work out right in front of them, you know. But you just need to enjoy it. I'm sorry, man, but life is just so short. It's too short. So I think that's definitely one of the big points. Just enjoy every day, and have gratitude. Just be thankful for the things that you have. Be thankful for the things that you have every day, because a heart of gratitude will get you so far. I'm telling you, my witness to that.